Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nicole Nalepa. It is Monday, February 7th, and here are your top stories on this Monday morning. In Hartford, police are investigating after a deadly shooting. So this happened at an apartment on Evergreen Avenue around 2:30 this morning, very close to Farmington Avenue. Police say 2 women in their 20s were shot several times while they were in bed. One died at the scene, and the other was rushed to the hospital, where we know she has critical injuries at this time. Police believe this may be a possible act of domestic violence and say that there is no threat to the public. We'll continue to keep you posted on that story. Also turning you now to the coronavirus in Connecticut, where the positivity rate is still trending downward. Right now it's sitting at 6.58%. 1,200 more people tested positive as of Friday, and 785 people are in the hospital with COVID. And as COVID cases continue to drop, the debate over school mask mandates is heating up. Governor Lamont's mask mandate is set to expire next Tuesday, February 15th. And at this point, it's still unclear if he'll extend it. Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott spoke about the situation yesterday on Face the Nation.
Connecticut, their mask mandate expires on February 15th. I would expect that that's not going to be renewed, and schools in the state of Connecticut will very quickly lift mask requirements for students. I think you're going to see the same thing in New York, New Jersey, other states where Omicron has come down, where vaccination rates are especially high. I think you're going to see states do that, and we're at a point where we can safely contemplate that.
Reaction has been very mixed on this topic, though. Last week, the State Board of Education heard from many frustrated parents who want the school mask mandate to end. But teachers are concerned about poor ventilation in schools and vaccination rates.
All right, good morning, everybody. Starting to see a little bit of snow popping up around the Bradley International Airport area. As you can see from our Doppler, it is scanning just a little bit of snow, and we can see that coming down right now. Look at the snow coming down at Bradley, so just be careful. You know, it's a very light, refined snow, but it is enough to make those roads a little damp, maybe even a little bit icy. So you have to be careful out there during the day today, as we've got a winter weather advisory in effect for the good portion of the state. Visibility coming down. 1.5 miles in Waterbury, 3 miles in Meriden, 4 miles at Bradley. So you can see with the precipitation as it's beginning, the visibility is coming down, and we have a winter weather advisory in effect for all 8 counties through the day today. Right through, some counties are in effect until very early tomorrow morning, as we're expecting some unsettled weather. Take a look at the national picture here. You can see we've got that moisture field up over the Long Island Sound and the Atlantic. All of that has to make its way through Connecticut, and as it does, it's going to run into some colder air. So it could start off as a little bit of snow, change over to some freezing rain, some sleet, and then plain rain by late this afternoon as the temperatures start rising above the freezing mark. All right, in the meantime, notice the cloud coverage this morning. Snow showers, some snow, a very light amount of snow by lunch and recess, and then for the ride home, we're hoping for plain rain as the temperatures move up above the freezing mark. But in the meantime, 24 degrees right now in Hartford with a wind to the north at 6. Middletown, good morning to you. Things are looking okay there in Middletown. It's kind of a dreary day out there in Old Saybrook. Good morning to you. Mostly overcast, but that's a camera that never disappoints. Looking still pretty on this overcast start. New Haven, 30 degrees. Yep, that New Haven number starting to move in the right direction, and that's good news. But we've still got 19 in Willington, 22 in Hartford, 24 in Washington, 27 in Ridgefield. We got to get these numbers above the freezing mark. And as we take a look at the current temperatures, they're not there yet. New Haven and in Bridgeport still at 30 degrees. We're expecting those numbers to climb into the mid to upper 30s by later on. We're doing better than yesterday in terms of temperatures. We're up substantially, 11 to 16 to 18 degrees warmer than just 24 hours ago. And there is a bit of a breeze out there. And that breeze will make it feel a little bit cooler, but it's not horrendous out there this morning. You certainly need to bundle up. All right, cloudy and cold to start. Snow to freezing rain to sleet, a little sleet and freezing rain, which could coat up the roads this morning through early this afternoon. Be careful. And then plain rain by late this afternoon and this evening tonight as the temperatures rise above the freezing mark, and it'll be a milder day tomorrow. Here's the temperature spread. Notice the flakes and then that freezing rain symbol, unfortunately, still around at 2 p.m. this afternoon, especially in inland Connecticut and the colder valley areas, the Farmington River Valley, Connecticut River Valley. Not a particularly great scenario as we're trying to scour out that colder air. Here's the shoreline. You notice plain rain symbols as the temperatures march into the upper 30s and low 40s. So let's get to it. Early warning futurecast. Tomorrow's weather today shows us an hour-by-hour depiction of some sleet and some freezing rain. Some snow in inland Connecticut. This is by noontime. Some sleet and freezing rain for central Connecticut. And then everybody goes over to plain rain late this afternoon through tonight. And it could come down fairly moderate to heavy, that rain tonight into early tomorrow morning, with maybe some icy spots up in northwest Connecticut. So just hang in there. Now, how much snow are we expecting? Not a lot, less than an inch. It's more of the icy precipitation that we're concerned about. We could glaze over some of the roads, especially in inland Connecticut. So you just want to be real careful. Daytime highs today, we start off cold. We'll move into the mid to upper 30s, maybe some lower 40s for the immediate shoreline, and then cloudy with rain tonight, with temperatures dropping back into the low 30s. And then your 7-day forecast includes a little bit of precip by very early tomorrow morning, still existing in the form of rain. Hopefully it'll be rain, as the temperatures are going to be above the freezing mark. Tomorrow, 40. And then tranquil weather with moderating temperatures in the mid-40s by Thursday, a little cooler Friday, and then mid-40s for Saturday, and then colder for Sunday. So we're not doing bad on our 7-day forecast. We just got to get through today. 7:06 is now the time. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. To Manchester now, where police have released the name of a 15-year-old girl who was struck by a car and killed last week. The teenager has been identified as Jennifer Nicholas of Hartford. She was struck by a vehicle on New State Road right near Hilliard Street last Wednesday and was taken to the hospital, where she died. An 81-year-old man was the driver of the vehicle that struck her, and we know that he is cooperating with the investigation. And in Windham, the investigation continues there this morning after someone was found dead inside of a home over the weekend. The incident happened on Bricktop Road. Police tell us the victim did have gunshot wounds, but an autopsy will be performed for an official cause of death. A Fairfield man is expected in court this morning following a disturbing rant at a smoothie shop. The video of James Iannazo went viral, if you remember, 2 weeks ago after a Robex employee posted a video showing him yelling hateful remarks and even a racial slur. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones has the story.
According to his lawyer, the Fairfield father ordered a smoothie for his son with a severe allergy. 30 minutes later, he was on the phone with 911 after his son suffered a severe reaction.
Stupid ignorant high school kids.
A short while after that, Iannazo was back at Robex, yelling at staff and throwing things. His attorney released a statement in part saying Mr. Iannazo placed an order at the Robex and stressed to the staff that the product must not contain peanuts. His receipt acknowledged that the order should not contain peanut butter. His son has a life-threatening peanut allergy, adding he is not a racist individual and deeply regrets his statements and actions during a moment of extreme emotional stress. The Robex employee who was hit with the smoothie Iannazo threw says the incident was unacceptable.
We're literally high schoolers, and for you to say that to us and stuff like that, it's just not right at all. He has kids of his own. Imagine just being a parent and your kid telling you that that happened at work.
That was Marcy Jones reporting. Iannazo is set to appear in a Bridgeport courtroom later today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News this morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on that Channel 3 app. Please be careful if you're heading out for the morning commute and later today. Be healthy, stay positive. We'll see you back here tomorrow.